I am Will Scott. You are watching Celtics Today. We got some huge news in the association a moment ago. Phoenix Suns point guard Chris Paul has been waived after 3 seasons in Phoenix. Shocking news to discuss on today's show. Chris Haynes, the first to report, saying, breaking news. Phoenix Suns have notified star Chris Paul that he will be waived, making the future Hall of Famer one of the top free agents this offseason. League sources tell TNT and Bleacher Report. He's been waived after 3 seasons in Phoenix. That first season, his best, he led Phoenix to an NBA Finals appearance, but 2 disappointing playoff exits the last 2 seasons in Phoenix. He has spent 18 years in the NBA, 17.9 points per game, 9.5 assists per game, and over 1,200 games played for the future Hall of Famer. But he has not won a ring in those 18 seasons. That is the one thing that I think he's missing that he would like to get done before his career is all said and done. Could that be in Boston? We'll talk about it. Be sure to subscribe because it is going to be a crazy offseason with the Boston Celtics. We've only just begun. It is going to get wild, so be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications, because if you turn on your notifications, you're going to get an alert on your phone whenever we go live, whenever we put out a video. We're planning on having a live show next week, so be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more Celtics coverage coming your way. Taking a look at the numbers the last several seasons for Chris Paul. Now, in 2019-2020, he was with the Oklahoma City Thunder. So these are after his Rockets days. He played in 70 games, put up good numbers, 17.6 points per game, 6.7 assists per game. The next year was his first year in Phoenix, 16.4 points per game, 8.9 assists per game. And then you look at the numbers, the last 2 years, games played have gone down a little bit, 65 games. In 2021-2022, 14.7 points per game, nearly 11 assists per game, just shot 31.7% from 3. And then this past season, 59 games played for CP3, 13.9 points per game, 8.9 assists per game. Esfiander Baraheni tweeting this: if I'm the Celtics, man, I am calling Chris Paul's agent tonight. And there's been a lot of people on Twitter that have been saying the Celtics should go after Chris Paul after CP3 was waived by the Phoenix Suns. Now, does it make sense for the Celtics to go after Chris Paul after he has become a free agent? He is going to be one of the top free agents in this year's class. Do you want to sign Chris Paul? Do you want to bring Chris Paul to Boston? Type S for sign or type P for pass down in the comment section. It is the pinned comment on today's video. So when ad break comes, go down, chime in. Do you want to sign Chris Paul? Bring him to Boston. Taking a look at the current Celtics point guard situation here. Your top 3 point guards, the guys that have been running the point this past year for the Boston Celtics. Marcus Smart, Malcolm Brogdon, and Payton Pritchard. Now, a lot of people believe, at least some people, that the Celtics are not going to bring back both Smart and Brodgon. Maybe they'll mix things up at the point guard position. Payton Pritchard's already requested a trade, so I'd be pretty shocked if Payton Pritchard was back on the Celtics team next season. The Celtics have Smart. He's good. They have Brodgon, 6th man of the year, but they could certainly use a floor general as the point guard on this team, and that's really been the thinking amongst Celtics fans for years. Keith Smith bringing up a good point here. Well, Celtics fans continually say that Boston needs a CP type. Now they have their chance after CP3 was waived by the Suns. Should the Celtics bring him to Boston? That is what Celtics fans are thinking right now. The possibility of Chris Paul joining this Boston Celtics team that had a disappointing end to their season, losing in 7 games to the Miami Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals. They need to improve this roster, increase their title chances for next season. You do have the NBA Finals going on right now. Game 3 is tonight, tipping off in about 2 hours. Promo code CHAT125 at chatsports.com/bet. If you put in that promo code, go to that link. you are going to get a 125% deposit bonus through BetUS. What does that mean? That means if you put $100 into your account, you're going to start with $225 in your account. It's a great deal. Go and take advantage of it. Now, what's interesting about this spread is Denver opened as a 2.5-point favorite after losing game 2. Now they're up to 3.5. So if you think the Heat might be getting disrespected again, and we obviously know as Celtics peeps this Heat team is legit. You can go bet on Miami or bet on Denver. Whoever you want to bet on tonight, plenty of props to choose from as well. Chatsports.com/bet, promo code CHAT125. Go and check out BetUS. They got a great deal for you. When you're talking about signing Chris Paul, if he is open to maybe taking a pay cut, if the price is right, if he's maybe open to coming off the bench as well, then I am all for bringing Chris Paul to Boston. I think that his ability to get it done as a floor general, as a ball distributor, make life easier for Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, I think it could make some sense for Boston, especially if they want to move on from one of Smart or Brodgon this offseason. Sam Quinn of CBS saying this: there probably wasn't a team that could justify Chris Paul at $30 million. And he's right. I can think of maybe a dozen teams that would love him at the mid-level exception. Lakers, Celtics, Clippers, Bucks, and others got to be looking at this very closely. So he does bring up the Celtics as a possible destination here. Here are my top 5 destinations for CP3. The Lakers are going to be the team. Literally, he's a Laker. Those 3 words are trending nationally on Twitter right now. The Lakers are going to be the team we see linked to CP the most. The Miami Heat, they got Gabe Vincent as a free agent. Maybe they're linked to, maybe they continue to be linked to CP3 as well. Dallas Mavericks, if Kyrie Irving leaves. The Philadelphia 76ers, if Harden leaves especially. And then the Boston Celtics, I think a top 5 possible fit here for Chris Paul. Where will Chris Paul play next season? Let me know down in the comments section. Where do you think Chris Paul is going to play the 2023-2024 NBA season? I don't expect the Celtics to seriously pursue him, but if they do indeed want to shake things up at point guard, maybe move on from one of Smart or Brodgon, then this could make sense. And you got to know that Chris Paul would be interested in coming to Boston. He wants to win a title so bad. The Celtics right now are actually the title favorites for next season. I think that they're going to continue to be in that conversation. Then it could make some sense for both sides to get this done. Chris Paul coming to Boston, certainly a situation to monitor here in the weeks leading up to NBA free agency. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/CelticsTV. Going to be a crazy couple of weeks leading up to the draft and free agency.